Hello everyone, this is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to Today in Bitcoin. Today is October the 7th, 2017. Golden hold, strong hand, long-term thinking. All right, everyone, I wanted to thank ACU yesterday or the other day. He sent a $2 super chat. So we've had some technical difficulties today. I'll get into that in a second. Also, I'll be on Vortex's show on Sunday at noon Pacific time. That is 3 p.m. on the East Coast. So in New York. So noon Los Angeles time. The Bitcoin Challenge. What is this Bitcoin Challenge all about? We're going to get into that in a second. That was in the title. I just wanted to get you interested. And I read the wrong line there. All right. Bitfinex has announced we have elected to designate the SegWit 2x fork as B2X. For now, the incumbent implementation based on the existing Bitcoin consensus protocol will continue to trade at BTC, even if B2X chain has more hashing power. Okay, that's good. There's only one Bitcoin. They don't think Bizcoin is going to be Bitcoin, isn't Bitcoin, will never be Bitcoin, no matter what the hashing power is and all this. But they do go on to say they're going to be careful, and Coinbase also made an announcement. So we might have some paralysis where people are scared to use their Bitcoin. And I feel like, and again, for me, I'm just a holder, so I'm not, I'll take my time about it. And I think most people will take their time and just see, they don't want to be affected by any weird lack of replay protection and all this. There's just going to be a lot of FUD in the air. And it'll create a certain level of paralysis. How slow everything will become, how little will be sent, we shall see. But what I think might happen here, and something we have to consider, is that the Bcash people, Bcash is not going to be affected by this at all. If there's replay protection with this, it doesn't affect Bcash at all because Bcash is its own altcoin. And it wouldn't shock me if they start marketing it up then, like, hey, worried about replay protection? Just use Bcash. And then the Bcash price, and we're the real Bitcoin. Look at these two coins bickering amongst each other. We're the real Bitcoin. Maybe, hey man, maybe that's a plan out there. You got to keep that in mind here. Bcash is still around. Bcash can still cause trouble. Maybe Bizcoin is just a way for Bcash to create this trouble. I don't know. Some of the same players are behind Bcash that are talking about this. It's something to think about. Again, in the long run, it doesn't matter. There's only one Bitcoin. It'll be fine. December will come. Everything will work out. But there's going to be some turbulence here. And if you just pay way too much attention to this stuff, there's going to even be more turbulence. So I wanted to throw out some theories out there to kind of calm you down so you have a strong hand. You don't sell all your sell your Bitcoin for Bizcoin or Bcash or whatever, because there could be a Bcash pump. There very well could be a Bcash pump. I'm starting to think here. And whatever, just hang on to your Bitcoin. And not that Bgold is trying to cause any trouble, but this paralysis could be good for Bgold also, because Bgold will be in existence by then. It won't be affected by this lack of replay protection by Bizcoin. And by the way, I think if Bizcoin, if any exchange wants to be legitimate, I mean, they're not going to want to carry some coin that has no replay protection. That's just a troublemaker coin. I mean, you should boycott that exchange if they're just saying, we don't care about the lack of replay protection. And I think Coinbase is almost saying that now. We'll get to that in a second. But speaking of Bgold, here is an interesting tweet that's out there. And this is like the checkmate tweet here against all these Bizcoin people if they get their evil dream, if it were ever to come true. And again, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but the tweet is linked to below. What if Bitcoin Gold is a stealth proof of work change? The GPU infrastructure grows, and in 18 months' time, Core switches to GPU mining. That's a very interesting theory. Definitely a long shot theory, and as I said in the title, it's like it's catastrophic insurance for Bitcoin. Bgold is like the ultimate catastrophic insurance, just in case all the miners switched over to 2x, but that's to Bizcoin, but that's not happening. But it's an interesting tweet, and hey man, there's always catastrophic insurance, unless you live in the United States where they made catastrophic insurance illegal with Obamacare, and I can't buy catastrophic insurance which used to be my main insurance, my main health insurance. Wow. Thanks, government. Hey, man, but we don't blame here. I have insurance. I just make more money than I used to now. And my insurance takes up less of my the money that I used to bring in. So, hey, you work harder or you think of new ideas. Pound that like button, people. All right. So technical difficulties tonight. I couldn't get this show off live. It's taped. I'm going to upload this. Hopefully it'll upload fast. But I wanted to thank Ansel and Andy for the great job they did with This Week in Bitcoin. It was only 13 minutes because of the technical difficulties that I've been experiencing with YouTube, or maybe it's because of Spain. We'll get into that. I just wanted to thank them straight up for doing a good show and doing it without me. It was really strange. They could do it. I could not get on my own show. So the internet is still not perfect in this day and age in a modern country like Spain. Or maybe it's YouTube isn't perfect in a modern country like Spain. I don't know what the exact problem is here. But to put it in perspective, it makes you wonder, even though Bitcoin adoption is going to be faster than internet adoption, in 10 years, Bitcoin is not going to be perfect in every country still. Just like the internet, we don't get all our wishes with the internet still. Although, we're talking about videos here. We take videos for granted. We really do take videos for granted. So video internet adoption, video internet perfection is not here in Spain yet. United States, I got to hand it to the United States. We definitely have the best internet connections of any place I've been to all over the world, in terms of consistency at least. I never had such weird things happen. And again, maybe it's just YouTube. I don't know. We're going to stop talking about that now, though. But hey, check out This Week in Bitcoin, the 13-minute show that Andy and Ansel did. Okay, so here's a tweet out here. A guy named Luis, who is a fan of the show, he straight up asked KeepKey if they were going to support Bgold, and KeepKey said they might. Now, I don't want anybody to go buy a KeepKey because Shapeshift owns KeepKey now, but some of you already have KeepKey, so maybe they'll make the Bgold thing easy for you. That would be nice. Gabriel in Venezuela sent me an update. I'm telling you, big hype in altcoins in Venezuela. Not only Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is way too expensive. Interesting. So they get that thing down there where they don't know that you can get like 0.1 Bitcoin. But again, hey, cool. I'm glad. Any way the people of Venezuela can be helped out through cryptocurrency, I'm cool with it. Hey, people, remember to pound the like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out the links below. It is really late at night here. It is 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm making the show, but I'm making sure I can get it out for all you East Coast people at a reasonable time. And I love doing these shows, and it's really unfortunate that this place that I'm staying at it is beautiful. I went running today in the rain. I went running, but it is just a lovely place. This Airbnb that I have linked to in previous videos, I didn't link to it below in this video because I didn't have space. It's really crowded down there. But this is like a beautiful place. But hey, man, the internet is not perfect in everywhere. Internet is great. For videos, it's not perfect. I can watch videos. I've had a great time emailing and everything else. But hey, if you're a YouTube video maker, you might not want to come to this part of Spain, but if you're not, come to this Airbnb, come to Albir. It's beautiful here. I mean, this is great, and Chris is a great host, man. He's got his house out. I got his pool. I got everything. It is just beautiful. This cottage I'm in here, I'd call it. Okay, back to the show. So yesterday, Andy Hoffman's got a new post out there, and everyone should travel around the world. I'm living. It's fun. It's fun. You can do it, people. You can do it. Become your own boss. Get into I did it, man. I got a lot of Bitcoin. It's my savings account. It's awesome. I practice what I preach, to say the least. So yeah, check out Andy Hoffman's latest at his cryptogoldcentral.com. I link to it below. You can subscribe. He's got a 7-day free trial down there, but he has an interesting take on Bitcore. He got his Bitcore crypto dividend. He explained how he did it. And if you guys actually get your Bitcore crypto dividend, you can spend it on Andy's being a subscriber to his blog. Yesterday, when I talked about who's who in Bitcoin, and I urge everyone to watch that video because it was like an hour video, and it was just coming from the top of my head. I would read a name and describe what that person meant to me in the Bitcoin social media and why they were important and why I associate with them. I forgot to mention Levi, who I was on his show the other day, and he's cryptocurrency edutainment. And he's a pretty funny dude, man. He's got an interesting take, and I like him, and he's working hard over there, and he's in the Netherlands. All right, so the mysterious people who I think are Chinese, but behind the Ethereum community activated hard fork coin, they sent out a tweet that says, "Get some popcorn and watch cryptocurrencies dividing," and then it says pound Ethereum CAHF. All right, so I asked them if they could give us an update, but it's very interesting because the Byzantium fork of Ethereum is coming up on October 16th. So these guys originally said they would create their version of Ethereum right before then. So is there going to be an Ethereum 3? Are we going to find out right before, in the next 7 or 8 days? We shall see. So it was very interesting that they sent the tweet out. You can check that out below. All right, so people were talking about how Dubai is going to have their own cryptocurrency, and you're going to be able to buy this cryptocurrency. And it's a centralized cryptocurrency, people. I mean, the United States could do it. I mean, Tone Vays brought this point up. But, I mean, I brought this up many times also, that people don't seem to care in this world anymore about centralized cryptocurrencies. They get into all sorts of things. I mean, this wasn't about... It was getting away from the fiat model. That's what I thought it was about. But, there's all sorts of newbies that are part of the 80% that just buy anything that's hot. So they're going to think, oh, wow, a country, if this actually happens, oh, wow, a rich country has its own coin. I better get it. Well, basically at that point, you will be supporting the government of Dubai. So it's not like you're supporting some mysterious centralized cryptocurrency maker out there. A lot of people say, X cryptocurrency is centralized. I'm not going to get into any accusations here. But you will be supporting a government, the government of Dubai. And I've not been to Dubai before. I am never going to Dubai, actually. And but they say, here's a link. To what degree has Dubai been built by slave labor? You can make up your own mind when you check out that link. The person lives there. He describes visiting a workers' camp there. So you can, if they're indentured servants, whatever you want. Do they have a better life as indentured servants without their passports there than they do in India or Pakistan? Anyway, you can make up your own mind if you want to support that cryptocurrency and that who's behind it. So Spain, yeah, all right. We talked about the Spain internet. The Bizcoin has a countdown site now, And again, people, they're counting down to November 19th, the 2x Bizcoin people. So, I mean, people do ask, like, oh, when is this going to happen? November 19th, it looks like. You can check out their site below and just follow the countdown clock, and you won't have to ask me any questions about that or ask anyone any questions about that. I think the Bgold people should have a countdown clock also. That would be very helpful. I'm not a fan of ICOs, but I disagree with the following Tonvei's tweet that he sent out. The solution to stopping the government from printing money is not to have everyone in this room print money. Actually, I think it's awesome that anyone can make their own cryptocurrency. And I think it is very threatening to the status quo of money. If, and again, I'm not saying everyone do their own ICO, but if you want to do these friendly forks, if you want to make your own altcoin, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I think that's awesome. I think it's all. For me, Bitcoin is that is the standard. That is the world reserve cryptocurrency. So no matter how many other cryptocurrencies you make, it's not going to hurt Bitcoin. It is going to shake up the status quo, though, because the more creative people get with the more people are going to find out about cryptocurrencies. So no, I don't agree with that. The solution is stopping the government from printing money. It is going to eventually, it's going to change the status quo as money as we know it. So go ahead, people. Make your own cryptocurrencies any way you can. All right. So so Coinbase also made an announcement. I linked to that. They're a little bit more friendly toward this B2X. I think they're willing to call it Bitcoin eventually. Anyway, they're a signer of that agreement. So, Russell Spears is a guy who comments on my videos. He mentioned how Bitcoin is evolving. It's an evolution with these crypto dividends. I totally agree. And I know a lot of people are, they have a hard time with friendly forks, like grasping the concept. It's we can't predict how all this is going to evolve, and just go with the flow, people. I mean, not everyone could have predicted this. It's very interesting. I find the whole evolution of cryptocurrencies to be fascinating, and again, I think there's a lot of people who are confused. Like, people are going to be doing friendly forks. They're not trying to threaten Bitcoin in any way or dilute it in any way. It's a unique way of distributing an altcoin, and it just supports the fact that Bitcoin is the root. Bitcoin is the store of value. So maybe some of these people who are just like fudding on the friendly forks and stuff, they just don't like Bitcoin. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. So Russell Spears, thank you for your comments. You're a good MGTOW dude. Bitcoin Magazine, the great Aaron Van Weerdum has an article, 2x or not to 2x. That's linked to below. We do clearly see what a contentious fork is all about now. They're obviously trying to do a contentious hard fork. But it would be really a problem if people were saying, yeah, they're right. That is the real Bitcoin, but no one's saying that. So they're threatening it, but so that's an unfriendly fork, people. What Bizcoin is the example of an unfriendly fork that hasn't gotten to the point of where it's actually where it could really destroy Bitcoin. So again, the no replay protection is just that's really the draw. That's the separation line between friendly and unfriendly. But I mean, these people are like getting really threatening with it. It's an attack. I mean, they're claiming the name. Again, these friendly forks don't try to claim the Bitcoin name. All right, Andreas Antonopoulos has a great article about, a great video. Bitcoin already has governance. People are trying to come up with all these governance things. It's a good video. Watch it. It's short. All right. The Bitcoin challenge is spreading fast. Every day, more and more people are writing Bitcoin is better on currency bills. Pound Bitcoin challenge. All right, dudes. So pound that like button, first of all. But it's awesome. People are just writing Bitcoin is better on all sorts of currency bills. Now, the funny thing is Bitcoin is better. You should still spend your fiat, though. Hold your Bitcoin, spend your fiat. But that's cool. It's a good way of marketing Bitcoin because everyone it'll make them think. They'll be in the money mindset, and they'll be like, oh, wait a sec, what is this new money here? this crypto money. All right. By the way, check out the links below. You can get Cryptograffiti's shirts that are like this, and also cryptohwwallet.com. Use my affiliate link, all that good stuff. And again, speaking of my run today, Europeans, at least, they know how to vacation, man. I mean, there are no Americans here at all. I don't think a lot of Europeans are. They're not as good. They're not as good as money. With money on a certain level as Americans. I mean, they know how to have fun though. Americans are very superficial, and Europeans here, I gotta say, the beach is beautiful. It's just beautiful scenery, but the hotels from the outside, they're not that modern looking. In America, like, we try to keep everything super, super modern looking. It's just a constant flow of money. I guess that's the difference I'm trying to talk about. It doesn't seem like the Europeans are trying to, or at least certain ones are trying to have a constant. Certain Europeans are better with money. I think the Northern Europeans are definitely better with their money than the Southern Europeans. There's a different work ethic up there, and they're all coming down here to vacation. It's interesting. Okay, Europeans. There's the Americans' comment on you guys. I've been analyzing you guys, but you guys definitely know how to vacation. You know how to live. I don't think Americans are as creative about their vacations. They're a little bit more superficial about the looks of the buildings they stay in, and constantly wasting money on updating things, because you don't need to necessarily update how your building looks on the outside, as long as it's clean and it works on the inside, and you've got beautiful scenery on the outside. And Albir, Altia, or wherever there's a few cities in a row. I ran to the next city. It's Costa Blanca here, and it is beautiful in this part of Spain. All right, I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. I will talk to you later. Bye.